hot. I am super smart. I just figured out that I could actually film on my tablet and it would look better than the way that I've been filming before. I'm so smart, don't you know? Now that it's work time, we're gonna get down to business. Hey guys, it's Becky, dark fantasy writer and soon to be published author. I'm coming to you guys today because I wanted to talk about the beta reading process from a perspective of someone that has quit at least 2 times before. And this is more so like what I would tell myself in the first and second time that I quit, before I quit, what I would have done differently. If you're trying to get your manuscript published, if you're really trying to get it right this time, please stay tuned and heed my words. Or if you're just starting your book and you're wanting to make sure that it's right the first time, stay tuned. So when you're beta reading after chapter 3, that's like the getting over the preliminary period, like when you're at a job. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to, since I'm moving past the preliminary period of my beta reading, and it seems like, it's not that big of a deal, but this is where I actually stopped last time. And I spent 6 months away from my manuscript, or away from beta reading, because I was like, it's not right, I gotta fix it. The first tip I'm going to give for beta reading process is to make sure that your manuscript is as good as it can get. You're not going to be able to do anything once they get the even shittier pile of shit that you're giving them. It's just out in the ether. And, I'm someone that has anxiety, so I'm like, what I would suggest is to at least make sure that it's readable, that it makes as much sense to you as possible. And true, there are elements that aren't going to make sense to a reader, and that's what the beta readers are for. So make it so you get it as right as you can for the readers before you send out chapter 1. The second tip is that when you get beta volunteers, make sure that you do it in waves. And this is the first time I think I've done waves, and it's actually really cool. So not only does it offer up a lot of changes for you as far as who you talk to, where you look at finding betas, and finding more people that you can do reader swaps, and then that opens up for more networking and even more critique partners. It's never a bad idea to basically send out a help wanted every month. That's what I'm planning on doing, and I'm actually loving it because I get to meet new people. I get to meet new writers with new perspectives. I met a budding editor who's giving me a lot more critiques that I was expecting, but giving me a lot more insight. Like, wow, maybe I was thinking along those lines of that, what he was saying, and he said it, and I'm like, okay, so now I have validation that needs to get changed. And it's just more of a critical side, but constructively critical, and that's what I really want in my betas. The third tip that I'm gonna give as far as what I would have done differently for my betas had I known it before is to keep working. Make sure that you have everything together in the way that you normally would any other business day to keep going. Whatever you gotta do, make sure your snacks are right, make sure you have your scheduling, your writing lockdowns, make sure you have your writing sprints ready to go. Keep participating in challenges, keep trying to get your stuff out there, keep trying to market your platform. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's turning their face blue by saying that, but you've got to keep working, you got to keep pushing. Okay, so last tip for what I would have done and what I would say to past me about beta reading is to take a break. I know the last one said to keep working, but you've also got to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. That's also something I'm struggling with, not just as a mom and as a adult woman with a entrepreneurship type deal going on, but I'm just doing that as someone with a disease. I can't, work all the time. And that's what's been screwing me over lately, is that I'm having trouble finding that balance. So find that balance, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what's healthy, what's not healthy. And once you're able to actually figure it out, then keep it going. Once you find out what works for you, what schedule works for you, because it's trial and error. It's trial and error. So once you find out what works for you, keep it going. Don't stop. And when you have you basically have that work time, and then schedule the time that you have to relax. Okay, so that's all I've got for you guys today for what I would have done differently with my beta reading. And I hope you guys really learned from my mistakes. And if you guys want to know more about my upcoming book, Shaken, Stirred, and on the Rocks, feel free to click the links below. I've got my website down there. I've got my socials down there. If you like what I'm talking about and you like the information and advice that I give, whether it's about writing, self-care, or anything like that, feel free to hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell so you get notifications. I try to upload every week, but I told you I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's a process, but we're all gonna work together. So you guys, you have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep writing, keep working, and I will catch you guys next time.